guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe, and if you're already subscribed, thank you for always coming back. Thank you for all the love and all the lovely comments on my previous video. My husband actually thinks that he did a good job, and that's why people are like complimenting him, but he's not understanding that people are just being nice to him and appreciating his effort. But he actually thinks that he is a makeup artist now, so we do have a problem at home. So I just filmed this really quick Indian look. It's all about the eyes, it's all about the kajal. I've used really minimal products for this look. Obviously, you don't need to have the exact same products. You can play around with whatever you have. But I do feel like most of you will have this guy at home, the Lakme eyeliner. Like, this is what I used to create this look. I think most of us have this guy at home. This was the first makeup product most of us bought. I think this was my first makeup product that I had for myself. So yeah, that's it. That's all I used for my eyes. I don't want to waste much time talking. So let's get started. So I've already moisturized my skin. Now I'm gonna move on to foundation. So I'm gonna be using the L'Oreal Mattifying Infallible Foundation in Honey. I'm not going to be using a lot. We want to keep it really minimal and skin-like. I'm gonna blend it out as usual with my beauty blender. For concealer, I'm going to be using Born to Glow by NYX. I'm only going to be applying it to my inner corners. And while blending it out, I'll just pull it outwards and to wherever it is necessary. Since the eye look is extremely simple, you want to drag it onto your eyelids as well. I'm going to be setting my under eyes using this baking powder from Revolution. And I'm going to be just lightly setting it all over my face. I don't want this look to be extremely mattifying, so that's why I'm just lightly dusting it. Now I'm going to be taking a bronzing powder and just lightly bronze up my face. Now you want to take a nice fluffy brush and go into that bronzer and just warm up your crease. That's the only eyeshadow that we're going to be using for this look. Fine if you skip this step, but then it actually creates a lot of depth for your eyes. You don't have to put it all over your lid or anything, just into your crease and blend upwards towards your brow bone. As you can see, this eye has a lot more depth to it because of that bronzer, whereas this eye is just really flat, so doing this actually makes a difference. So since we are not using any other eyeshadow, I think you can do this extra step, just saving a lot of time on other eyeshadows. For my eyebrows, I'm actually going to be using a powder, so I'm just gonna do that real quick. I want the focus to be on the kajal, so I don't want really defined eyebrows for this look. I just want it to be filled in, so I'm not going to make it really dark or boxy or anything. Not taking any extra product for the front region of the eyebrows and just filling them in. That's it. This is what I was going for, what my eyebrows would have looked like if I had not overplucked them in my teens. So that look. So I did both my eyebrows, and that's what I was going for, not two defined eyebrows with two straight lines. So yeah. So before moving on to the kajal, I want to curl my lashes, because once I'm done with the kajal thing and all that, I don't want to mess around with my eyes anymore. So I'm just going to do that now. And since we are not doing anything more to upper eyelids, I can just do them now. I have a detailed video on how I do my lashes. I will leave the link on the screen. Please do check it out if you are looking for the perfect way to curl your lashes. Now that everything else is done, we can move on to the kajal. So you can use whatever kajal you like. I know a lot of people have personal preferences when it comes to, kajal. I'm just using the one from Revlon. I've been using this forever. Just use whatever you like. So start off by lining your lower waterline like really dark, and it doesn't matter if it goes out or anything. Just you want to make it really dark as possible. You can go back and forth how many ever times you want. Also, if you're somebody with extremely sensitive eyes, like some people's eyes just start watering as soon as you bring a kajal close to their eyes. So if you're that person, maybe don't do this. Or maybe don't do this. So once you feel like the first eye is kind of like dry, not dry, like kind of like tacky, you want to go back in and do one more layer. This is just going to ensure that when you close your eyes and stuff, there's going to be some transfer onto your upper, waterline. So the second layer is just going to like seal it. Now you want to take an eyeliner. For me, this little guy is like everything. I don't know if it's just for me, but like even like everyone around me, this was their first eyeliner. Like even now, I've used a lot of other eyeliners, but I still have no problem with this one. Like it is not the darkest, but it dries down like really matte, and that's one of my main things that I look for in an eyeliner. I want it to dry down matte, and this one really dries down matte. So like if you have this, I think you're good. Like that was a little rant, but yeah, what I do with this is that I take it and take the tiniest amount. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna do beforehand because I won't be able to talk when I'm doing this. I'm gonna take this as close to my lash line as possible. Make sure that there's minimal product on the wand. I personally find it best to just slide that wand under your lashes and line right under that waterline. And it's okay if you get it on your lower lashes, but I personally don't like the whole look of it. And they usually create a huge mess under my eyes. And the Lakme eyeliner for this is just amazing. It's waterproof and it is not going anywhere. Now you just want to give it a couple of seconds to dry down. You don't want to let it like completely dry. In that time, you want to take a black eyeshadow and load up your angled brush with it. And when you feel like it has dried down, you want to go on top of that eyeliner using this black eyeshadow. You don't want to drag it along. You just have to place the eyeshadow over there. Just like with the eyeliner, I'm going right under my lashes and just stamping the eyeshadow in place. It's okay if you are a little bit messy with this step. Now with the angled brush, you can bring the eyeshadow a little bit further down just to give it that smoky vibe. You have to load up this outer corner with a little bit of extra eyeshadow just because that area tends to smudge a little easier. Also with that angled brush, you just want to pull it into your upper eyelids just like that. Just so that that line doesn't stop there abruptly. You just want to like blend it upwards. I'm just finishing off my lower lash line with some mascara. Now I'm just going to do my other eye and be right back. Now if you do feel like you messed it up a little bit, you can just take a Q-tip and go into some loose powder and just run it along. This way it's going to like clean up the edges and also prevent it from smudging any further. Before moving on to the lipstick, I'm just going to apply some Vaseline on my lips. I'm going to be using a liquid lipstick and this one's really drying, so I want to like make it look, I don't know how to call it, like bitten. That's a thing. So I'm going to use the same lipstick as a blush, so you want to work really fast with it. Just dot it on your cheeks and then immediately, do not wait even for a second, immediately just start blending it in with a beauty blender or a brush. I'm just going to take some on the back of my hand and just blend it in with a brush. I obviously went overboard. I'm just going to use it on my nose and my chin as well. I will fix it, okay? I will fix it. I'm going to take that beauty blender and whatever is left, that foundation, it's going to like tone down that blush. That is looking much better. Now we're going to fix the lipstick. I'm taking this shade called Mocha from MAC and just lightly putting it all over my lips. I do this because I really like the way this looks on my lips, like that liquid lipstick underneath my lipstick. I feel like it shows through, but in a very like subtle way. So yeah, now just need to add one more thing. Finally, we need this. So that's it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I tried to use as less products as possible. I will leave all the product details in the description box below. Thank you for watching till the end. Bye guys.